Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to see few examples or use cases of character encoding. So we will take example of Notepad++ and we will see how encoding schemes works in Notepad++. So let's move on to the Notepad++. So I have opened this Notepad++ and here you can see I am typing something in my Notepad++. And you can see I have also pasted one Chinese character. These are the two Chinese characters. So this file contains the English as well as Chinese characters. Let me save this file. I have saved this file. We discussed in previous session how the encoding works. So what do you think? What happened in the backend? In the backend, those characters which present in the file converted into numbers, and then numbers would be converted into bits, and bits would be saved in the memory. So this is the whole encoding process. How these contents would be saved in the converted into numbers with the help of encoding scheme. Which encoding scheme Notepad++ using? Let's see. You need to click on this encoding. You can see there is a dot before the UTF-8, means this Notepad++ using the UTF-8 encoding scheme. So Notepad++ has saved this content using UTF-8 encoding scheme. You should be aware that UTF-8 uses the Unicode character set, and that is the largest character set available which supports the. That's why you are able to see this correctly. Now we have few more encoding schemes like ANSI, ASCII, and those do not support the Chinese characters. If you try to open this file with those encoding scheme, there will be problem when the decoding character decoding will happen. What is character decoding? We discussed in the previous session. Like each bits would be converted into number and number would be converted into the character. So when you open that saved file using the different encoding scheme, suppose this is ANSI, then there would be a problem while decoding the Chinese character because Chinese character are not supported by ANSI. Here we have an option to change this encoding scheme in Notepad++. You can see ANSI. So when I click on it, this Notepad+ will read the file using the ANSI. When I clicked on that ANSI, you can see something got changed. The English characters are fine because English characters are supported by the ANSI encoding scheme. But Chinese characters are not supported by the encoding scheme. So you can see this some strange behavior here. In some places you might see this question mark and some other strange symbol or character. This is what happens when there is some issue in the character decoding process. When you send this file to your friend who is using the text editor, when you will send this file to your friend who is using the ANSI encoding scheme in their text editor, then he or she will find the same issue. He or she will report to you that you have not sent the correct file. Then you will check and you know let your friend know that some issue with your and character encoding setting. Then you can help your friend to change the character encoding scheme. So if you change character encoding scheme, it will show the correct Chinese character because that is supported in the UTF-8. So this is happens if there is any issue and if your application software not able to recognize the characters. This kind of behavior you can see in any application software like in email clients, Outlook. Suppose someone has sent you the mail in Chinese. They are using the UTF-8 character encoding in the Outlook. When you received your file and you observed that you are not able to see correctly those Chinese letter. So that could be a possibility that the correct character encoding is not defined in your email client. So you can go and check your character coding scheme. If it is ANSI, you can go and change to UTF-8. So these kind of problems are faced if character encoding scheme is not correctly set. So it also happens in the database as well. When you install your database, Oracle or MySQL, you set the character encoding scheme and you create the row in your database. Those rows are the data of those rows saved in the memory with the help of the character encoding scheme you have defined at the time of installation. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.